All right, guys, we're going to start getting these VCs back up again because we got lots of projects coming on chain. I got my good friend here, Chris Kramer. He's out in Oregon State, and he's got one of his projects here. He's got more than one coming on chain when the other two are ready. So I don't know how big Globalmanifest is going to be, but the other two are going to be gigantic projects. They're billion-dollar market cap type projects that he has coming on. This is one of his other projects here. We're just kind of doing them in order of when he gets them ready to go. There will be a token on chain for Globalmanifest as well. You can earn different ways by using the system here. So I'm going to learn more. I've been playing with it myself, Globalmanifest.app. But he's been adding things to it the last week as well. So I just want everybody to learn. This is another way you can earn just by using the system. So again, he's another CK because he's Chris Kramer. So we got CK and CK. I've known him for about 4 years now. He's not a kid in his mom's basement. He does legit projects with multi-million-dollar raises. I'm heavily invested into one of his other projects coming, which I've shared in the whale group. And I'll let him take it away. He's going to screen share so he can walk everybody through how to use this. I have recorded it and will upload to YouTube as well, because I think once you learn how to use the program, use the system, I think it'll be something people will do daily. So I'll let you take it away and just guide everybody through, I guess, start to finish, if you like.
Yeah, no, sounds good. Thanks, Kingdom. Appreciate you queuing this up. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. My name is Christopher Kramer. I'm just a little bit about me. I'm a serial technologist and have been in tech for quite some time, built a few different systems. Globalmanifest is something that basically the more that I studied, the way it came about, looking into this journey of manifestation and quantum physics, quantum mechanics has just really been like a deep interest for me. And obviously being entrenched in AI, you'll see AI integrated all over the site. This was just something that became a passion project that came about very quickly. And it really was like my kind of awakening moment. Actually happened with something called the blue feather. And I had never heard of the blue feather, but if you search it like on TikTok or something, you'll hear a bunch of people talking about it. And basically saw a random TikTok video and a girl was saying, the blue feather manifestation really works. You should try it. And she goes, I did it with my parents and then this is what happened. And so I was just like, that's cool. So it's the first time I'd heard about it. And I thought of a blue feather, and then you're supposed to just forget it. And within an hour, it manifested, which is crazy to me because I didn't say anything to my wife. I'm married with a dog, and like within an hour, I asked my wife, I'm like, do you want to take the dog for a walk? And so we walked the dog around the block. Didn't say anything about the blue feather. Didn't even mention it to her. And then when we came back around the block with the dog, she actually looked over at the same time I did. And I looked over on the ground and there was a blue feather. And she goes, look, there's a blue feather. And I was like, you're not going to believe this, but just an hour ago, I saw this video and I did this manifestation and now you're the one. And so anyway, that led me to like some other manifestation things, looking into this experiment called the double slit experiment. And then I started studying like the Gateway Project, which is like a CIA released, redacted kind of program that you can now view everything on YouTube, which is pretty interesting. And then most recently, there was somebody that I started following on social media that really started talking about the golden ratio and frequencies. And I started to get into the frequencies of of manifestation. So what you're going to see here today is kind of a culmination of this and some other things that we integrated in for neurohaptic feedback with devices that connect to frequencies. Because really, when you think about it, we're all like walking around and 99.999% of our physical world is frequency. And so this is kind of what brought all of this to fruition with Global Manifest. So as you scroll the front page, you're instantly going to see that there's little statements. You can read our philosophy. There's an attune your field, so you can actually try out one of the different frequencies. And so we put this little thing on the front where people could just like try out the frequency. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you hear the frequency play?
Yep.
Okay. So it's 432 hertz. We also embedded like 369 and different kind of, sacred geometry and numbers throughout the site. There's something to it. 1111 is a big thing. That's a watermarked here. That's been like a big manifestation number for me over the years. So, there's manifesting, but also like goal tracking where you can like visually see it, you can affirm, and you can also log your gratitudes and mood tracking. So the whole idea is that you attune, align, and amplify, leveraging this system and the frequencies. And then we integrated in this AI that we named Nova for this kind of the site theme. And then it has like personalized alignments, AI generated manifestation. So it kind of helps you along with like with your manifesting. And then there's an automation mode so that you can just have it manifest for you and you can kind of see what resonates. And then we created a frequency radio. So while you're on the site, you can actually listen to a frequency radio that we call the Rife frequency radio, and really go into like a chakra alignment mode. So a lot of this stuff gets into like your chakras and your energy and your frequency and healing. The more that the research that they do, the more we find out that these frequencies really do impact us for good and can have an impact on our, like at a cellular level. There's a big Japanese researcher that did something with water that showed like the actual molecules and the water, and they froze it, and just the intentions and the words and how that impacted it. So there's all this is like backed by science. And then the neurohaptics are basically where you can connect this to devices and then, track how the frequencies are impacting your, your physical being. So it's very cool. And then for fun, what we did is we integrated in a cosmic oracle, which has different rarity tiers. And we're going to be doing this for these different influencers that are coming in. So we have this first kind of like level of cards that came out with rarity tiers called Harmonic, Resonant, Mythic, and Ascendant, which I'll show you. And they're really cool, kind of 3D holographic. And for the influencers that are coming on board, like the manifestors that are going to be signing on, we're going to be doing custom cards for their communities as well. So it's just a little bit of fun, but also like collectibles. And the entire economy runs on energy, and energy basically is the currency of the site. And so what we're doing now is we already have these packages live, and we haven't started to scale yet. But once we do that, everything's already integrated into like Stripe. And then what we're going to do is then scale this a little bit and then launch the actual cryptocurrency and have that take over in the entire system. So you guys are the first ones to actually see this and be able to come in and check it out. We have an FAQ, and you can kind of see what like some of the other users, and we're always kind of adding to that. And then we just go into start manifesting. So let me log in and let you guys see what it is. There's like this little portal, kind of does like a little light frequency just to get you started. You enter the portal. I'm actually going to sign in as an admin so that I can show you from my admin standpoint what that looks like as well. But right when you come to the dashboard, there's like a little left-hand menu here. You can kind of see and get straight to like your today's manifestation, set your intentions. There's actually a daily ritual, and the daily ritual is something that you can earn energy points for. And so I'll kind of take you into that as well. Right now we have a special that we've been running on Cyber Week, and it's basically 10,000 energy for $99, which is half off what we've been selling the packages at. And so this just got booted up. So we really haven't we only have like a handful of users on like beta testing right now. So we've handed out a little bit of energy for people to kind of ascend the levels and check it out. But when you go in, you can you manage your manifestations over here on the left. You can see that you can create your own manifestations by just clicking new manifestation and just, tracking. And this is like really like, what do you want to attain? I easily attract clarity and understanding into my life, illuminating my path with truth and insight. I'm in harmony with the flow of life. And then you can, if you resonate with one of these, and these were AI generated, but if you resonate with it, then you can go down and do this. We have this 369 method. And that method is basically where you just resonate with it 3 times in the morning and set your intentions. You repeat the statement. I easily attract clarity and understanding into my life, illuminating my path with truth and insight. And then you resonate with it, and it kind of lights these dots up 3 times in the morning. They say 6 times in the afternoon, and then 9 times at night. What they say is that this method really embeds it into your subconscious, and we're only operating at about 5% conscious, with 95% coming from your subconscious. So it's very powerful. And you can see right here, Nova created. So anything that was created by Nova, which is the AI, is what's coming through there. Back to the dashboard view, you can come in and check out the golden ratio, pure tone, pure 1 hour frequency. So there's different frequencies over here in this Rife frequency radio. And again, you can just this one's 528 hertz, miracles and DNA repair. So when you play this, it's supposed to really impact you at a DNA level. Kind of adjust the volume there, or you can lower it. You can, go into different alignments, so if it's, and then pause. And obviously, if you want to leverage the AI right here, you can leverage the AI to actually generate a custom frequency. And Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So this is all principles of what Tesla really developed, and what we've actually come to know even more from the double slit experiment and quantum physics and quantum mechanics and what we're learning. So these are some different things that we can do on the site. You can replay your daily ritual. So each time you do a ritual, you earn points. But if you do it for the day, you can't earn any more energy. So, but I'll take you what that looks like. So again, the 369 and geometry, attuning your field, you can actually select which frequency you want to go with. Like awakening, 963 is oneness, your chakra, your crown chakra. Connection for 639. So you can kind of just choose which one you want for the daily ritual. You begin your attunement. It kind of instructs you, and inhale deeply, hold for 2 seconds, and then release. Exhale slowly, 6 seconds. So it takes you through a very kind of brief attuning your field ritual. And so it just gives you that daily pause, right? So then you continue. And then once you continue, you can align your intention at the 639 hertz. So let's say you want to really manifest abundance for the day. You lock the intention. It locks abundance, and then it just guides you through this guided meditation, amplifying your abundance vision. See it, visualize the version of who you already are that has this abundance in your life. Now feel it. Now hold the emotion. And they say Neville Goddard is one of the kind of, I guess, godfathers, they say, of manifestation. And he really talks about assuming the feeling of that which you want to have, and then trusting the intention, and you release it into what they call the unified field. And these are all principles that so you have your daily ritual. So all the principles of the 9 levels of kind of getting people like learning about like what is the unified field, what is, releasing the intention into the unified field. So once you have that ritual complete, you can actually have Nova generate all your manifestation, your affirmation, and your gratitude. So you can do that automatically with a click. It just makes it easier for that. And then you can see again, this abundance came into the dashboard. So now we have, I am worthy of abundance in every aspect of my life. I like that. I'm going to resonate with it and, repeat that 3 times in the morning, and then basically made it easy for me to have like an auto-generated abundance manifestation. And same with the affirmations. Abundance flows to me effortlessly, and I'm grateful for the wealth of opportunities that surround me every day. So now I'm going to resonate with that, and you can go in and do this as often as you want. And basically, it just kind of reconfirms. It's just a quick action that you can go in and reaffirm for your gratitudes and amplify what you're thankful. I'm truly grateful for the abundance that fills my life, from my supportive relationships to my thriving career. Amplify that. And then you can go in and do that again, 369 method. So then you have your daily ritual. The community hub is really built for kind of gamification. People can come in, you can respond to their posts. I can send energy. So if I want to send energy to somebody, I can send them instantly energy that will go into their account. And so, and basically you have your posts in here that you can go into. Like if I want to go in and, listen to something, while I'm surfing the site and I want to hear like a light frequency, I can basically have this going while I'm here. Let me pause that really quick. Sorry, guys. I think my screen is tweaking out just a little bit just because it's I have too many things running on my background. But, it has a community section where a leaderboard for givers, receivers of energy, creators. So there's kind of like some point system that, again, people can earn extra energy throughout the site. You can also go into these cosmic card collections, and I'll take you into us generating these. But these are the collectible cards that actually is kind of fun, that each one has a frequency associated with it. So like this one's 1234 hertz, called the Divine Blueprint. Your soul's purpose crystallizes in perfect clarity. The cosmic plan for your life reveals itself fully. My divine blueprint unfolds in perfect clarity. So these are all just like really positive cards. This is the Ascendant. So the Ascendants are like the top tier of the cards. And you can actually see those on your profile. So when you go to your profile page, you can see I've ascended all the 9 levels, and then it's unlocked a premium feature called Elite Collective. And this is where all of like the gurus that are coming in to kind of have their programs and their custom areas for their groups, they're going to be in this Elite Collective area that will provide access to their members, and then other people can join by paying energy into the system. But I can go into the cards, and again, these are collectibles, so there's only a certain amount of the cards that you can basically collect: harmonics, resonance, mythics, and then ascendants. So I've gotten a number of these, and again, each one comes with like a reading or like a message that's generated from Nova. So let me go into this one. Your celestial alignment. The stars align in your favor. Cosmic forces conspire for your highest good. This is your moment of destiny. The cosmos aligns for my highest good. And then you have like this little kind of positive message that comes from Nova that talks about celestial alignment. and let the ethereal frequencies of 963 hertz resonate within your being. And then it has like a cool little kind of statement for like a positive message for you. You can always listen to that frequency again as well on these kind of holographic cards. And so what we're doing is these cards for the different influencers as well, so that their communities can also have some collectibles that will come in. So you'll see all your collectibles here and different versions of collectibles that come in. And then the energy vault is basically the ability for somebody to earn a yield by storing their energy. So if I want to manage my vault and I want to store deposit energy, I can go in and store 500 more energy from my balance and confirm deposit, and then that's going to store the extra 500 in there, and then I'm going to earn a yield as I collect what we call elite energy. So again, this actually the more elite energy you earn on the site, it increases the daily yield and allows you to actually store it and get a staking, basically a staking fee. So this will actually increase. We started out at 0.1, and then you can see like the different levels that as you get level up and you get different energy, it increases the yield as you go. And you earn that by actually going through the levels. So I won't show you all of the levels, but the 9 levels are the awakening, the alignment, the expansion, the flow, the manifester, quantum creator, alchemist, ascended, and then the master of reality. And you have to spend energy for each one of these, but you also earn energy for each one. And I'll replay this just so you can see what the first one looks like. So obviously this is a replay, so it's not going to cost me any energy, and I'm not going to earn any energy from it. So just let your frequency align, your energy. Take a deep breath in. It's a guided meditation. 396 hertz liberation frequency. It's kind of liberating your attuned field. Okay, frequency locked. So now you align your intention. So you're awakening to your true potential. Every thought shapes your reality. Trust the process of becoming. And then you click next. I accept this alignment. It'll take you to the third step. And you can click, select any one of these micro actions that you want to seal your intention. So like if you just want to send energy to somebody, or you want to visualize for 10 seconds, or you want to, I'll just click this one, tap 3 times to seal my intention. So it's just a small micro action for your energy amplified. And then we have like a couple of different like clips in here that you can go through that give you a little bit of wisdom, awakening insights, we call them.
So in quantum physics, there's something called a quantum leap. And to this day, it's quite a disturbing phenomenon. Let me explain. Every atom in your body has electrons, and these electrons sit in different energy levels, like different floors in a building. But to jump to a higher floor, the electron needs something called excitation, which simply means it absorbs energy, it gets charged, and then something impossible happens. The electron doesn't travel upwards, it disappears. And then, out of nowhere, it reappears in a completely different orbit, with zero transition. So for a brief moment, the electron is not in the physical world at all. It slips beyond space and time into what scientists call the unified field, which is the foundational field beneath this reality and a manifest realm of possibilities. But think about this. Your entire body is made of these electrons, which means the building blocks of you are constantly touching this field, blinking in and out of the physical world, dipping into a realm where anything can happen, and then returning as matter. Now, the only time the electron quantum leaps is when it's excited, meaning it gets an input of energy powerful enough to break its own state. And humans are the same. Your life changes when your energy changes, when you can change your state no matter what's happening in your reality. That's the work. Because change doesn't need to take years, and it doesn't need to be hard. Because when you change your energy, just like the electron, you don't just improve, you quantum leap.
So just different principles about your energy. This one was about quantum leap and the unified field. There's another one here that talks about some other, principles. I won't go through this one, but I'll continue my journey. And then you just kind of, answer a quick question of like, what did you learn from your alignment, unified field and energy alignment, and then basically seal your intention. And then that's basically your level 1 ascension. And then you continue your journey. So all the users will takes about 4,000 to 5,000 energy to go through all the ascended levels. Once that happens, it unlocks this elite collective. It's more of a premium, area of the site. There's something called the Ascendant Gateway. This is where you earn your elite energy. So you get 20 elite energy, and you can only do this once per day. But this is, again, something that is gamification for the site. I won't take you through this, but it's pretty cool the way that this all is connected. I will take you into the energy store. So you can actually go into the energy store. You can see like the smallest pack is a Spark pack, which is $1.99. And then you have the Surge pack and these different packages that you can buy. And you can actually go in and buy like a one-time purchase, or you can do subscriptions, which are monthly packs. So we have this all like basically ready to go. And then we have been running this Cyber Week deal, which was like half off. So this puts the energy at about 0.009, which is a 50% discount on how we're selling this right now. And so that's how the system is designed. The energy ledger is like your source of truth. It basically will tell you anytime you spend energy, like I deposited the 500 into the vault, anything that happens with energy, it's all logged here, and you can download and export these to a CSV file. The frequency lab is, again, another premium feature. So the premium features where you can actually start mixing custom frequencies. And, if you want to mix a custom frequency that you want to save for later, you can actually do that and add different mixes and then save this. I won't do that right now, but it has like different kind of like also visuals that are in the lab for that. And then also, like when we talk about the neurohaptics, the quantum sensor, you can actually now connect. And part of what like some of the rays that we're doing is like getting this integrated into like Apple and different and Google devices, so that as you connect these sensors to your neurohaptics, we have a ring that you can wear, and then it basically will track your heart rate variance, your coherence, your stress, focus. You can also automate this. So like if you like get stressed out, you can actually say, okay, once my stress level reaches 50%, I want to switch to like a calming preset, and you can turn that on. And then basically this will actually track your stress and your heart rate and your coherence and these different metrics with the quantum sensor. So this is like some of the next level stuff that we're doing with the elite kind of more frequency lab. And then as you go in and explore like different frequencies on the site, you can actually go in and kind of understand what the frequencies do. And you can go in here and actually enhance the mixer and kind of see and explore different frequencies that may have been created and how that aligns with your energy and your chakras. So it's all very cool. Everything's got notifications. So if I send energy or I complete a ritual, or if somebody responds to my content, and I think that may be about it in terms of all of the features. I've given you guys a pretty thorough overview. Oh, the Cosmic Oracle. Let's not forget that. So I don't know who from you guys remember the movie Big, but we named it Zoltar, which was kind of fun. So that was like that little fortune telling machine. This is a little bit different. Obviously, they would call it the Cosmic Oracle, but you can go in, you can consult the Oracle, basic insights, give you that collectible, or the different collectibles. I'll do an elite collectible right now. And so I'll draw a card, and it's going to pull a card, and then it's going to play a frequency with the card. Okay, so that's a 963 hertz. It's called the crown. You are a sovereign of your reality. Claim your throne. Lead your life with dignity and cosmic royalty. I claim sovereignty over my reality. And you can always, re-listen to that like light frequency that comes with the card. And so this is a crown, a prophetic reverie, and cosmic sovereignty. An etheric tapestry of your being unfurls. You grasp the resplendent sheen of the crown card, a radiant declaration of sovereign potential amidst the cosmic expanse. And I won't go through the whole thing, but it's kind of cool. And then you can actually share this. So I can share this to the community hub. And then you can also cast a wish or draw again. And there's some other neat things. So that will actually show up in the community hub. So that was the last point, I believe, that I've taken you guys, giving you a pretty thorough overview of the site. And I'll take you into, it should have shared. Yep. So there's the crown. You can always open that up again, and other users, if I share it, can go in and see the card. And obviously if it's a collectible and there's a limited number of cards and you want to start collecting those, you could, eventually you'll be able to make an offer for other cards that somebody pulled. And if there's a limited number of those, so it kind of makes it kind of fun, gamified, but also helps people with their manifestations and then with the neurohaptics and everything else. I think it's going to be a winner. I don't think there's been anything like this in the market. Whether you look at Gaia or you look at Mind Valley, or you look at some of these other ones, and we already have some pretty high level manifestors that are looking at this. That will want to come in. We have about maybe 42 beta testers right now that are on the site. We can go into the back end, kind of see the analytics. You can kind of see, if there's 10 people live right now out of the 42. We also have, a complete energy system, energy tracking. You can see all the users, the energy. So I won't dig into it too much, just because I don't want to reveal any private information of anyone. But media library, daily rituals, frequency library, all the controls that you would want. This is like our version 2.0, we call it. So good stuff. With that, I think I can probably hand it over to you, CK, if you have any questions, or if the community wants to ask any questions.
Yeah, 2 questions. So one will be, can you use, once the tokens launch, will you be able to buy in the store the energy packages and other things with the actual token?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once the token's live, we're gonna switch to the token completely. So actually, you'll still be able to make the purchases in the store, but it'll all be aligned with the token economy.
And given the token, let's just say the token was live today, because everybody is always messaging me. Okay, how do you just use the platform and earn? What would be the I've done a few things on there myself, but if the token was live and you didn't purchase the token and you wanted to earn the token just by using the platform, what would you start with?
Yeah. So whenever you first come to the platform and this daily alignment, you're earning five tokens or 5 energy for this. So we allow people to earn, and the idea is that, we don't want to limit access to the ability for them to come in and just, manifest or do the things that they normally would do. So we give them the ability to earn and to ascend the levels. But you can see the first level that it takes about 50 energy to ascend. So it would take them 10 days worth of daily rituals to actually earn the first level. and then it would take 20 days to get to the second level. Most people, they want to go in and accelerate this because, again, they're going to want access to the other like premium features, because we're always adding features in here. And the Elite Collective is going to have, not only is it have access to like a lot of the programs and the content that some of these high-end manifestors are bringing in, and they're going to be gated. Well, they're going to choose whether they gate certain things behind the Elite Collective, or if they openly offer it or allow their community to like have like instant energy packs for them to come in. So we're kind of aligning that with different creators, but also like having access to the Frequency Lab, which is a premium feature. It's not right off the bat. So it does take more energy, and you can earn it on the site by performing, the daily ritual. And there's a few other ways. You also earn as you go through these different levels. So we also allow you to earn. I think this one you would earn like 5 or 10 energy. So you're always kind of spending a little bit more than you're earning, but at least you're going to earn through it. And that helps you like level up if you can't like afford any one of the smaller packages in the store. So we made it realistic for people, but at the same time, there's an economic model behind it. And once you actually start to get to the place where you have your neurohaptics and you want to connect your devices and you want to buy a ring, you're going to want to have a certain amount of energy that will be then paid for via the token and token economy. So as we scale this, we're going to scale this with influencers. We're actually going to be baking in liquidity and accelerating things. So we're basically doing it to where we're selling packs. We're going to get a bunch of revenue from these different energy pack sales, and then we're actually accelerating the liquidity and the baking in, and then we're going to launch the token probably around the March timeframe. So right now we're just doing the pre-seed stuff and getting that out at a pretty big discount for for the community. And there's like 3 levels, and then basically the whole economic system is designed around what we have in place. And then the future, there's going to be different ways to earn. Like in the community hub, we're adding things where, if you're a top giver, you might get a little bit of energy bonus. Or if you're, like in here inside of the community hub, collective alignment, shared intention, unified manifestation, there's something called energy pools. So you can actually go in and you can start to contribute to different things that are energy pools for like global, like good that you want to do. Also, there's like group challenges where you can create group challenges that are going to spend energy, but also where people can actually, maybe have like set rewards that they would get for earning energy for like the group challenges. So there's different types of things that we're integrating in that will be drivers for the system.
Yeah, I've been using the website like here and there because, of course, people that know me know I've been kind of sick for about a month and a half now. But when I've had time, I've really enjoyed using this website because, even I've been in crypto for almost coming up on 10 years. I haven't seen anything like this mixed with crypto yet. So it kind of interests me because I know this, not just the manifest world, but, people that look at daily horoscopes and everything like that. Like I know it's a big world of people. And I mean, I've enjoyed using the website so far. That's for sure. Even though I don't know what I'm fully doing, I've kind of just gone through all the tabs and you've kind of DM'd me a few things to try, and I'm really impressed with how everything is here. And I know this is going to scale because I know you know what you're doing. So that's the main thing of who's running these projects. And like I said earlier, I don't know if I was recording it or not, but Chris has a couple other projects too coming that I've shared in the whale group. And this could be $3 billion projects because I know the other 2 are going to be, at least close to $1 billion market cap projects. I don't know where this is going to go, but I know, like I said, Chris Kramer knows what he's doing. He's about my age. We're about the same age. So it's like, and backed by a lot of money and funds to push these forward. So I think there's something pretty exciting here. And I like the fact that it's just different. It's not the same old thing, everybody else is doing. This is completely different than most people have ever seen. I like the fact that it's a whole platform that, of course, on BESC will generate us, thousands of transactions, which is good for BESC. That's why I wanted to show people on here, because we do have a lot of people interested in this product. So, just trying to get some good stuff over here. And
absolutely appreciate the kind words.
That's why I wanted you in here. Yeah,
there's definitely like a little help
Yep.
section here. One thing I forgot was the manifestation partner. So what we're doing is we're actually allowing these big influencers to come in and copy their main link. So we've integrated a complete affiliate growth system that tracks all of the referrals. You can create custom links. You can share out to social media. And then you can basically, again, it's another milestone where as you get your referrals coming in, you can earn the energy bonus for help growing the site. And then we can pay, certain commissions, like, a standard commission could be 50% of the first month plus 20% commission. So this is going to help this grow really quickly and get people, really excited about this. And I think that a thing that it's because it's never been done before like this, sites like Gaia or Mind Valley. Those are all people that we're in touch with, that we're reaching out to be part of this, because they can come in and create their own program here, and we'll build out a custom area for them that they will then be able to invite their communities and empower them in new ways. So this is all very new, and then we have the upgrade paths within neurohaptics and everything else. So yeah, I appreciate the kind words, CK, and also the confidence. I feel like this site could potentially be one of the top ones that in the market, because it is so different, because we're building really the world's first neurohaptic manifestation engine that combines the rituals, the biometrics, the hardware, and the token powered economy. So that's tremendous. And then with the energy pack sales live, the rings in production, the neurohaptic devices underway, we launched the token into an already active economy. It's not speculation at that point. And so, and what we're doing with the seed round is anywhere from 67 to 89% discounts in a tiered structure. So starting out with an 11 million FDV that goes to 22 and then 33. And then basically, we kind of have some of the terms there. So if people want to follow up, we can send them some information on that. And then what we're doing with the raise and the funds is we're, getting the hardware prototyping, engineering, the manufacturing set up for some of these neurohaptic devices, but also like the firmware and the apps in the App Store. We only have the web version right now, but we have the apps that are underway. And so with that, we, like, for example, like we source the rings at I think under $7, $6.78, and we can retail those for anywhere from $29.99 to $39.99. And then the app development, like for Apple Watch or Google devices for the ring sensor and the neurohaptic integrations, just to read, like if you want to just read it on your Apple Watch, there's going to be some development there. And then the influencer launch, like we have one influencer who has 10,000 paid followers on School, that they pay him about $15 a month each. And he's growing at about 200 to 300 new people per day. And they're really just interested in his frequencies. So he loves this because, we can integrate all of his frequency packs in here. We now have a radio that can integrate. They can have more of a curated experience and like a path for him, and where he can actually now get a piece of the energy sales. He loves it because it gives another level of engagement pathway for him to engage and keep his community on different pathways, and then all the way up to the neurohaptics and the devices, and which he would get a piece of for his community. So this is something that's being well received. We're finding in the early days of this that that will drive sales. And when you look at all of it together with the digital energy sales of the packs, how much they sell for, the high frequency consumables, the influencer friendly commissions, the hardware sales that will come with the neurohaptics, it takes anywhere from 3,400 to 4,000 energy to ascend all the 9 levels, which is around $80 to $90 average revenue per user. And when you add on the rings and the subscriptions, you have an LTV of about 150 to 250 for a lifetime value for each user.
Yeah, it's looking good. Like, I like the stuff that's got longevity to it and can go forever, rather than, I'm not rolling the dice on dog tokens too much anymore. So
Right. Yeah. You need some real
pressure. Once the marketing stops
engagement
on those ones, it's over, and once the money goes dry, it's over. Because they have no revenue streams at all. These other tokens on Solana and stuff like that. Like, they don't interest me anymore. So.
And we're actually creating, so everybody who gets in who has energy, obviously there's going to be like a robust system in here that we're looking at integrating in a SaaS model through Stripe payments. So, and Stripe's getting, obviously, with the regulatory tailwinds on crypto, they're getting very friendly with us. So when we have the wallet and the wallet connect and everything else integrated on the blockchain, there'll be a very smooth transition between, BESC, the exchange, and also the store, and people who are newbies who can't connect to a wallet, or they can still buy the energy in the app store, but we can have a smart contract that will actually pool that and do buy orders of the token. So again, it's all about a very sustainable, scalable system that helps people transition to where they're at. So they're not like stuck if they can't figure out how to do Wallet Connect or My Ether Wallet or whatever it is that they want to use. But at the same time, we're going to still have this to where all of the early users who are in the tokens will be able to also connect to the SaaS store. And so you'll be able to sell cards for crypto. You'll be able to swap, send energy, and also you'll be able to sell packages yourself because you'll probably have a big store of energy that will be available. And obviously there's a limited supply. Once we go full crypto, it's all about, empowering the community for, to drive the engagement and be able to allow the community to also benefit from being early users of the system.
I think also too, there's a big opportunity with our wallet coming out for some, I'm sure we can, I'm sure Brian's thought about incorporating some advertising space in there. Like, we could be able to, it's a multi-chain wallet, but it's our wallet. So we'll be able to promote, packages for, right, kind of like a banner ad type thing, right? When people log into the wallet, it'd be pretty cool, to link right off from our wallet into, buying a package.
Oh, absolutely. Like an instant bridge. Yeah, for exactly. Sure. I mean, that just makes it so
when
easy.
It's your shit, you can do whatever you want. That's what I like about having we've got basically every utility now in crypto. Like, we spent the whole year building. Of course, the market and everything's not exactly ideal for everybody right now. But at the end of the day, our token supply here is only 920,000. So when all these projects like yours, you got 3 projects coming in, I'll tell you one thing, after your 3 projects come in, not including the other projects I have coming, there won't be any tokens left for the, for an individual user to buy, which is going to cause the price just to spike up because of the supply factor, like us burning down to 920,000 BESC tokens, which that's why a lot of the projects are coming over here now, because not only do we have the best chain, you're getting in at a, you're getting your LP at super low. Like, you're not going to ever 1000x on Binance. It's too late. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it's,
I mean, you guys are doing it the right way, and then obviously, have the lowest fees of any one of the regulated exchanges. To get in early on that is, that's where you want to be.
yeah, like the
You guys are
projects
doing it right.
are never going to have an opportunity to get into an exchange for next to nothing. So why would you
Yeah.
not want to be on our chain? You know, for being on our chain, basically, you're going to get into the exchange for next to nothing. You can't get a USACX for less than $250,000. So, like from the
Exactly. Yeah.
competition. So,
No, we're really
uh,
excited to integrate every single one into this, and then to just leverage and everyone rise together. And you guys are like infinitely scalable. So
yeah, we got gaming projects coming, as you've seen that I've sent you stuff to. Like we've got all the stuff coming between the gaming, the metaverse, VMCC. These are not like, yeah, of course we have our, dog tokens and memes and stuff that can only go so far. But the ones that I've, got as core key partners, these are all potentially $1 billion market cap projects, if not higher. And I have quite a few of them. So, yes, it takes a little longer than I want. I'm getting old too. And, I want things to move faster, but at the end of the day, I know what I've got here. I know what Brian's built, and I know what I've got on the front end for partners. So if everybody can just give me a few more months here for everybody to start coming in. I mean, I know we got people coming in January, a lot of the gaming starting up, but these are, potential ones that, gaming alone can bring 1 million transactions just to the blockchain per day. Some of these systems, because they're not just single games, they're all systems like yours, right? Where people are using them for different transactions. People are coming in and out. It's not just like a one and done thing where it's like, okay, I bought the token. Now I don't need to interact with the chain until I sell the token or whatever, These all generate daily transactions. So that's what I like about forms like yours. It's not just, here's the manifest token and we got one thing. This is a whole system you can spend a good hour on every day if you wanted to.
I'm telling you too, we're seeing like really high engagement. So like with just the users that we have, there's always and they're coming back every single day right now, and we're getting great feedback. So yeah, absolutely. It makes a lot of sense. This is something where I think, we're really excited about seeing the scale. And again, we have a back end that can scale thousands already of users. And we can scale very rapidly with the back end. So you'll find this is very fast, very easy. Everything works. It's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, of course I've been using it on my phone. I've had absolutely no issues with the website once once you create your account, sign in, go to the bottom left there on the left panel, create your affiliate link or get your affiliate link if you want to send that out to people. I don't know if anybody's got any questions, but speak up if you do. I like to keep these at like 1 hour, not too long, not too boring, because I am going to upload it to YouTube and get some more people into this. So if anybody's got any questions or confused, or I know it's a little bit to take in the first day just because there's nothing really like this in crypto. So it's pretty much all new to everybody, I think, other than people that have used, online pro platforms like this that are not crypto related. But wanted to get this in here nice and early. So again, if anybody's got
any questions, let me know. Obviously, you can go to like our front page where it has a lot of information, talks about everything. And then also there's at the bottom here, there's like a little, what is Global Manifest? Global Manifest is a conscious lifestyle platform that combines ancient spiritual practices with modern technology. Provide tools like the Right Frequency Audio, AI guided journaling, Nova, collective energy rituals to help you attune your mind, align your intentions, amplify your manifestation power. And really, manifestation is your intentions. How is it different from apps like Calm, Gaia, or Mind Valley? We honor those pioneers for opening the world to consciousness while they excel at education and content conception. Global Manifest is the activation or active application layer, we call it. So where we focus on the collective coherence, the interactive rituals, the frequencies, the gamification of the economy, where we tie in the cryptocurrency. So this is where we become more like an application layer versus the information layer. Do I need to be experienced in meditation? Not at all. I tell you, I wasn't. I mean, I came across the Blue Feather TikTok random video and it got me really interested. Then I started like looking into like, what is manifestation? And then it led me to, creating something like this. What's sacred geometry? Sacred geometry represents fundamental patterns found in nature. For example, the golden ratio appears in everything from spiral of the galaxy to a pine cone to seeds to your DNA in your body. Everything is built on this geometry. So that's what it leverages. Somebody asked me, is this like horoscopes? And, while we love the stars, this is different. Horoscopes are often about reading the stars or the getting a reading. And Global Manifest is more about creating the energy, tapping into the frequencies, and then really setting your intentions and your goals. So that's how it's different than horoscopes. Talks about energy. Is the app free? It offers a generous free tier that includes the basic daily rituals, community access, and then we also offer the premium energy packs and subscriptions, obviously. So that's the type of thing you want to see, is the upgrade path, where it actually really incentivizes people to engage and want to actually start participating in the economy, and then to scale that. And then the Elite Collective is really going to be a big focus, where there will be, again, some free access. It'll be up to each one of these influencers or these manifestors or these teachers that we bring on, but they'll all have custom areas. And they might say, look, we're going to put, we're going to buy 100,000 of energy that we allow our groups to come in and have a certain amount of access, free access. And then anything beyond that, they can monetize with their different products and features, and they're all going to accept energy for those. So it's, again, tapping into the entire energy economy. So
the sign up area, can we just go to the sign up now at the top and create an account? Or
yeah, so you just come in here, just click start manifesting, and it'll take you to this little kind of portal page, and you just click create account. And then enter the portal and create account. Either one will take you to this page where you can sign up or you can log in.
Nice, pretty good. And then once you get the X and stuff, just send it over, and I'll start getting people on the socials.
Yeah, will do. Yeah, we're so new. We've literally just launched the site, and we already have our first kind of beta users, which of course you're one, CK. But we definitely want to get this going. I like Professor 444. I manifest 3 big booty Latinas with elite watermelons and energy to demolish them 3. Amen. All right, cool.
So, could be possible.
Go, Professor.
He's a bit weird. Yeah.
So sounds good. I mean, I if you guys don't have any other questions, we'll just keep checking out.
But I'll be getting them by DM.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Let us know, and then we can go. We'll send send you guys the socials. We're gonna grab socials everywhere, and looking forward to getting this thing. Everyone enjoying it and scaling.
Oh yeah, people will be. I got good gut feelings about things. That's why I've done well in crypto. I think about things, and then I think about where they're going to go. That's how I made my money investing. I never jumped into a project without doing research on it. I never bought anything like that. It wasn't by fluke. When people go back to my old YouTube videos now, it's like, it wasn't by fluke. I kept hitting these ones for high 6 figures and 7-figure profits. So I actually spend 18 hours a day on there. That's why I wanted to get into this early and figure it, learn how to get into it in the sense of learn how it works and everything like that. So I could wrap my head around it, how big it could be. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the actual market, for, these types of things, let me see if I had that broken down on my one sheet here. But it's a massive, the wellness and manifestation market is massive. We have it, I think, in one of our slides where it breaks everything down for like our total addressable market, serviceable addressable market, or an obtainable market. It's significant. This is like the one influencer that we're talking to right now that's going to be like the first one in. He's growing at like 200 or 300 new followers a day, and he does something called the golden ratio frequency. And everybody pays him $15 a month. And so, like I said, like in a matter of a month, he grew to over 10,000 paid users that are paying $15. And so he's looking at this going like, this is a great way to like release my next set of frequencies. And it aligns with what he's doing. And he was actually one of the motivations of why, we really focused on the frequencies part, because, people are seeing like really significant improvements in their life using frequency. And it makes sense if you think about it, because everything that we're learning about frequency and us ourselves, like we are all frequencies, that when we walk around, we're inside of this suit, which is our body, but essentially we're primarily frequencies and operating on that level. When you look at what the frequencies do to our DNA, it's pretty incredible. And so they're finding out a lot of this stuff through the quantum physics and quantum mechanics and what we're realizing now. So it makes sense for people why they're really into it, because it is something that is helping people become more healthy and live better lives. So we want to tap into all that and then connect it to like the neurohaptics and, just to have a positive impact on people.
Yeah, exactly. I look for anything that's good for anxiety and stress relief, because that's my two things that are going to kill me in the end. so
yeah. And I used to never be into any of this stuff. Like I didn't know what the hell chakras were, and I didn't really, I knew, but I didn't really even look into it and the energy and the frequency. But now the more I'm actually experiencing it, the more impact it's having. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely lining up with what we actually are discovering in science. So it's all very real. And to be able to be the first ones to actually do something like this, where it, has the neurohaptics and the frequencies, we're blazing a new trail here, but it's all on the basically cutting edge of where the science is telling us to go. So I think we're positioned really well too.
Oh yeah. First to market, I think, is always it's a huge key. I think you are. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's the only one I've seen like this. So it's great.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you setting this up, CK. It's always great to connect with you.
I'm glad you're in, but when the market's booming, then you get 100 people. When the market's not booming, 90K, everybody. That's where we've come to now. When Bitcoin's at 90 grand, everybody's miserable. Like it's, I was on here when it was at 12 grand. It's like, what? So
yeah.
I'm buying more stuff when, normally back in my crypto trading days, I was always buying in red when everybody was panic selling. So
exactly. Yeah. You've done it the right way. I mean,
it's funny how people do it the opposite way, but that's the majority seems to do
the market ebbs and it flows. You know what I mean? And you have to
go up and down. If you can't handle the waves, then you shouldn't be in crypto or stocks, because it's going to happen. So it's the way it is. But we'll get you back in here then for, I don't know what project's going to be next, because he's working on two more big ones, So
social AI, so we've integrated AI obviously into Globalmanifest. It's all integrated.
Yeah, well, I figured you
everywhere.
would. Yeah.
And so our social AI is also the same, where there's a lot of, it's all AI driven and clones, and it's pretty exciting. Probably go even to what is it? I think Real Split probably has something we could showcase if you guys wanted to see anything. But our Victoria model was the first one that we actually cloned. So Victoria is a actress, model, influencer, and
Hi, this is Victoria with Real Split. I'm here to answer any questions you have about our investment properties and guide you through how fractional real estate investing works on our platform. How can I assist you today?
Konnichiwa, o genki desu ka?
こんにちは、私は元気です。あなたはいかがですか？何か知りたいことがありますか？
你好吗？我们是朋友。
对不起，我没有理解。请问有什么我可以帮助您的吗？
So, multilingual agents that she can answer all the questions. And we've got different things that we're doing that actually leverage the, those different projects. So we're super excited. And we just met with, we brought on Nick Jarjor as the CEO of Social AI. So he's spearheading that and bringing in some, a new board and some really exciting individuals to actually take that forward. So there is a lot going on in the background. I'm really focused on Global Manifests and excited to really lead this and get it scaling. But Nick's in big in the music industry and really super connector to a lot of influencers. And then we're just moving everything forward. So, excited to put it all on BESC, that's for sure.
Yeah, holders here should be a little bit more excited. I mean, the majority of them are too lazy to come in here. That's just the reality of crypto. But the ones that put the time in will definitely know what's going on and have a leap, jump start on everybody else, because that's why I put the time in.
Man.
I don't want to be poor, so I put the time in. I mean, I don't want to go work for somebody else. I don't plan on ever working I've never worked a job for somebody else after the age of 17. So, and I'm a high school dropout, because I said to myself, if I'm going to spend 15 hours a day or 18 hours a day working, it's going to be for me to make myself rich, not bust my ass off to make somebody else rich. So other people don't seem to have that mentality yet. It was built into me that I'm not, going to work a job. I know some people have to go work for somebody else. I did that, like I said, when I was dropped out of school. Then 14 got my first job, and then between 14, 17, and 18-ish, I saved up my 100 and something thousand and never looked back. Basically, I put that into my own businesses. I've lost money along the way, made a lot along the way, but I said to myself that was my goal, not to work for somebody. I just be on here, spend the time. So I don't want to be gambling. That's why you don't see me lose too much or get rug pulled in crypto, because I don't gamble on ones I don't know who's running it. I've made mistakes like everybody else, buying something where I've heard from somebody this is going to be good and then just lose like 50 grand, 30 grand. So I have lost money too. But when I stick to my way of doing things, it always seems to work out, in the sense of putting the time in, knowing who's running the project, because that's huge key, not just in crypto, but any business. Any business, you could have a great product, but if the wrong person's running it, it doesn't matter. So.
Yeah, 100%.
But anyways, okay. So once you get the socials, we'll put those up in here, and we'll get this video up on YouTube, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for coming in. Have a good day.